Students, today I would like to discuss the detailed structure of ovary. As I told you, ovary is known as primary sex organ of female because it produces female gametes or ovum. Ovary is one pair and they function alternately. It means each ovary function in alternate month. It produces ovum in alternate month. It is ovary, it resembles with the uncelled almond and its length is about 2 to 4 centimeter or width 2.5 centimeter and thickness is 3 centimeter. It is attached with the wall of uterus with the help of a tissue known as mesothelium. Ovary is surrounded by 3 membranes. Here you can say outer membrane is known as visceral peritoneum and middle layer is known as germinal epithelium and inner layer is known as tunica albuginea. Germinal epithelium consists of cuboidal cells. These cells divide to form oogonium and oogonium divide to form oocyte. Here you can see that oocyte is surrounded by follicular cells. Here oocyte is surrounded by a single layer of follicular cell. In this condition it is known as primary follicle. Primary follicles are formed during the fetal condition when female child is developing in the uterus. After birth, no primary follicles are formed or added. In fetal condition, about 4 lakhs primary follicles are formed. And between the birth of child and puberty, it means between the birth and the age of 12 to 14, large number of primary follicles undergo degeneration. This process of degeneration of primary follicle is known as atresia. After degeneration, about 60 to 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicles remain. When oocyte is surrounded by more than one layer of follicular cells, it is known as secondary follicle. Later on, secondary follicle is converted into tertiary follicle. In this condition, it is surrounded by more than 2 layers of follicular cells. Tertiary follicle is converted into mature follicle or Graafian follicle. This is Graafian follicle. A Graafian follicle when matures, it bursts, releasing secondary oocyte. Ovum is released in the form of secondary oocyte. The release of ovum in the secondary oocyte stage is known as ovulation. How can you define ovulation? The release of ovum in the form of secondary oocyte is known as ovulation, and it occurs after 14 days of start of menstruation cycle or menstrual flow. Secondary oocyte is converted into ovum in the fallopian tube when sperm enters the secondary oocyte, and its second meiosis completes in fallopian tube during fertilization. After the rupturing of Graafian follicle or mature follicle, large number of follicular cells remain. They become enlarged and filled with a pigment known as lutein. The cavity of follicle is filled with a fluid. Later on, ruptured ovarian follicle forms a structure known as corpus luteum. Corpus luteum serves as an endocrine gland which secretes the hormone known as progesterone. Usually it secretes in large amount during pregnancy, and it maintains the pregnancy, so it is also known as hormone of pregnancy. The degenerated part of ovarian follicle is known as corpus albicans. The degenerated part of ovarian follicle is known as corpus albicans. In female, follicular cells also secrete a hormone known as estrogen. It is also known as female sex hormone. It stimulates the growth of female sex organs and develops secondary sexual character in female, like enlargement of mammary gland, appearance of hairs in armpit, deposition of fat on cheeks, and deposition of fat on hip, etc. Now I am going to discuss about the structure of mature Graafian follicle. This is the structure of mature Graafian follicle. This is mature Graafian follicle. This is the enlarged figure of mature Graafian follicle. It contains an oocyte. Oocyte is surrounded by a thin membrane known as zona pellucida. Oocyte is suspended in the cavity of follicle with the help of a stalk-like structure like this. This is the stalk and this is the primary oocyte. This stalk is known as cumulus euphoricus. This stalk-like structure is known as cumulus euphoricus. With the help of cumulus euphoricus, oocyte is suspended in the cavity of follicle. The cavity of follicle is known as antrum, and it contains a fluid known as liquor folliculi. Liquor folliculi. Liquor folliculi. Oocyte is surrounded by few layer follicular cells known as membrana granulosa. This layer is known as membrana granulosa, or it consists of follicular cells. Follicle contains a cavity known as antrum. Antrum is filled with a fluid known as liquor folliculi. Membrana granulosa is also surrounded by a membrane known as theca interna. Internal layer, this layer, it is located after the membrana granulosa. This layer is known as theca interna, and theca interna is surrounded by a thick layer known as theca externa. This is the structure of mature follicle. A female produces about 450 secondary oocyte during its reproductive life. It means from puberty to menopause or menarche to menopause, a female can produce 450 secondary oocyte. This is the structure of ovum or female gamete. Female gamete is a rounded structure, or the oval. You can say that it is oval structure. It is surrounded by a thin membrane known as plasma membrane here, and its surrounding surface is known as vitelline membrane. It contains a large nucleus, and the nucleus contains a nucleolus. It contains a cytoplasm. Its cytoplasm is known as ooplasm. Plasma membrane is surrounded by a thick membrane known as zona pellucida. Plasma membrane is surrounded by a thick membrane known as zona pellucida. It is secreted by follicular cells. There is a narrow space between plasma membrane and zona pellucida known as previtelline space. What is previtelline space? It is the space present between the zona pellucida and plasma membrane, and the surrounding surface of plasma membrane, which remains in contact with ooplasm or cytoplasm, is known as vitelline membrane. Zona pellucida is surrounded by follicular cells which become enlarged. These cells are known as corona radiata, and these cells secrete zona pellucida. This is the structure of ovum. Now it is finished. In next class I shall discuss about the oogenesis and hormonal control of oogenesis and mammary gland, etc. Thank you.